it's come to my attention, at least in the last 5 years or so. It's just that these games are just extremely expensive to make now. I mean, I'm talking about millions and millions of dollars to make some of these games, and hundreds of employees working on these teams. And it takes, we're looking at some of these games, guys, 6, 7, 8 years before the game comes out. All this money, all this millions invested into something, and some of these games never even see the light of day, just wasted, right? They don't use any of the assets, anything. It's just trash, vaporware. It just is sad. You know what I mean? I think we've hit kind of a stalemate with the software and the hardware, really hardware. Okay. Trying to find a medium of hardware and how much hardware would cost to produce this type of hardware that could deal with the amount of power needed to take advantage and make these things go without, breaking the bank, trying to find that medium, that perfect medium. And it's getting more and more difficult because, technology is just getting so advanced. But you would think with the advancement in this technology that it would kind of counteract to that. And maybe it will eventually, but right now it's just not, guys. It's taking too much time to produce these games, guys. We're seeing games announced in, probably 2025, and we won't see these games until 2030. Some of these 2031. Okay. And it's the art of snowing. They pull the wool over your eyes. They snow you. Hey, this game's this. And you see the trailer. And then when you get the game in your hand, it's trash. I mean, a la, Cyberpunk 2077. And the list could go on and on, No Man's Sky. And just games that, fool you. The people are fooling you. The company is fooling you. Okay. And then let's not even lift the curtain up. Let's not even go behind the curtain, because if you did that, you would see the devs telling a lot of these guys, hey, this is not ready. It was still cooking. And you see the higher up saying, no, you got a deadline. It's this. And if whatever's you don't get done, hey, work on it later. Kick it out now. And this is the problem as well. Okay. So there's a big problem with putting trailers together for people, enticing individuals and people, maybe shareholders, whoever, trying to rush something, or something getting rushed and not having time to cook. There's just so many things that go into, game production and just creating, some of these games. And there's a lot of people who are responsible that you'll never see, who are making these bad decisions, drinking all this fucking sake and smoking all these endo sticks and just making bad decisions every day out here. Okay. And, it's sometimes you got to have that right, the perfect combination sometimes to pull things together, Expedition 33, what they were able to do, perfect storm with that, small team, it was definitely more than 33 people. I think, now if you've read into that, you understand that as a whole, there's been, countless people worked on this game, but it was just a perfect storm as far as, what needed to be done. The vision was there. They stuck to that vision and just knocked it home. They didn't have anybody cutting in, telling them, hey, let's do this, let's do that. Take your time, get the game done. And when you're done with it, put it out. Easy peasy, lemon squeezy. And not a lot of companies are doing this. Okay. And it needs to stop. It simply needs to stop, because if you're noticing now, we're getting less and less games coming out, exclusives, or just awesome games, period, in my opinion, guys. I mean, and now we're starting to see that scale kind of shift towards indie developers, which please don't get twisted. I am not opposed to that, because I love indie games. I love indie studios, guys. And you're starting to see more of those kind of games, emerge and kind of do their thing. Expedition 33 is a AA game. It's not a AAA game. It's a AA game. Okay. Doing their thing though. All right. That's probably going to get game of the year, rightfully so. I'm a guy who, when it comes to video games, guys, I'm not looking for, the biggest team or the biggest budget. I'm looking for just the best experience. And sometimes that doesn't come from a AAA studio, and that's okay. And that's how it should be. Just make good shit and put it out there, and the people will decide. They will come. And that's how I look at it, guys. Okay. Right now, there's not a lot coming out. Sony used to kick out exclusives like it was nothing. They've got complacent. They've got a little bit lazy. Let's just keep it real. And they're coasting on that victory, still coasting on the victories of the stuff they did for the PS4. Okay, riding that shit into what is now the PS5 era, and it's been there for a while, and it's just too far and in between, if you ask me, as far as titles. Too far and in between. And yes, I'm still going to buy the exclusives. I'm still going to buy the shit that's good. Okay, if it's good, I'm going to buy it. But, you know, I'm still going to play what is cool or what is awesome. And that's why I had to invest money in other consoles, because, you know, when one side is kind of slow and dragging their feet, you go somewhere else. And right now it seems like everybody's kind of dragging their feet. You know what I mean? On those games that are just that mean something, you know, at least right now. So now I have to go back, and I'm going back, and I'm trying to find games that I missed. And that's, you know, there's so many beautiful things about being a gamer as well. Like you shouldn't always look at all the bad shit right now, like the slow times now, in my opinion. You know, we're kind of at this crossroads, in my opinion, with how games are being made and what's going on with the prices going up and all this shit, right? But there's also beautiful things that people, I think a lot of us look past, and we take for granted. And I think just that there's so many of them out here now.